Hi, this is Sandra Gerard, and I'm going to show you as I unbox this food scale from Ultimate 54. It's a really nice product. I use a food scale on a regular basis in my kitchen. Here's what we've got when we first open the package. We've got this nice postcard with a thank you and request to contact them if you have any information or problems, and what I dropped on the floor, directions. Reading the directions can solve a lot of issues for you with products. Got your batteries, and here in the package, very securely placed, is the scale itself. Sure wanted to make sure it got here in perfect shape. Okay, so if you haven't used a kitchen scale, there's a couple different reasons that you might consider doing so. One is for portion control. I actually got involved in using kitchen scales a lot when you're baking. A lot of baking recipes, or some baking recipes you'll come across, give the measurements in weight instead of in volume. So in other words, put in a pound of flour instead of saying put in 2 cups of flour. The reason for that is because the humidity in the air affects the amount of humidity in the flour, which affects the weight of the flour. So by using a scale, you'll often get a more true reading. It's really up to you. This scale also is shown on the package being used for shipping some packages. I guess if you have small packages, it'll go up to 10 kilograms, which is 22 pounds. So that's a pretty decent sized package. The front is really easy to read. The way you would use this is you put this on a level surface, and while you could put your food on here, what I usually do is I put a bowl in here and tear out the weight, which I'll talk about in a minute, and then I put my food in the bowl, and it keeps things much tidier. 3 buttons on the front. You've got a power button, you have that tare button, which I'll come back to in a moment, and then you have the mode button, and this you will click so it'll be the difference between weighing it in metric and in standard measurements. Now, the tare button. What a tare does is it zeroes out the weight. So if you turn this on and then you put a bowl on here, it'll say the bowl weighs 6 ounces. Okay, well, if I want to put a bowl on here because I'm going to put a pound of cherries in that bowl, I don't want to count the weight of the bowl, or I don't want to have to do extra math and subtract 6 ounces from whatever the weight of the cherries is. So I will set the bowl on here, and then I'll press this center button that says tare, and it will cancel out the weight of the bowl. Then when I put my cherries or my flour or my butter or my eggs or whatever in that bowl, I will only get the weight of the food. This is a really nice feature. The food scale that I have been using most recently, actually I've just gotten 2 new scales in addition to this one this past summer, and I have another one I've been using for about 10 years. On all of them, the tare button is actually also the power button. So you kind of have to get that hang of turning it on, putting your container on there, and then pressing the power button in the exact right way so you don't turn it off, but you set the tare. This is just simpler. Separate button for power, separate button for tare, separate button for your measurement, whether it's in standard or in metric. So again, this is a food scale from Ultimate 54. Check it out. I'll put links in the comments, and thanks for watching.